Hi guys, we're back.
Yeah, very interesting indeed.
What are we talking about today, hon?
We're talking about what we've arranged is for people to come out from the United States and Europe and so forth, and we have this large property now that is on 21 acres with 146 acres available next door, and so far we've had two families come out from the United States. One's an astronomer, another one's a ex-policeman and lawyer, and he was the gentleman that put together the straw man and all his facilities for redeeming our currency back. But he is also behind setting up the currency for the New Jerusalem, of course. And moving into the property the other night, there was 4 witnesses to this. There was Venus directly above, and closing in on it was what appeared to be at first glance Mars, but it was much too big, and it would have been 10 times the size of Venus, and I could see clearly that it was orange and red, just like Mars. And in 2000, the comet P76 caused a massive storm to erupt on Mars when Deimos was pushed out of its orbit and it collapsed into a decay orbit and hit Mars.
And now Deimos is the second moon of Mars.
Second moon of Mars. Now the other one, Phobos, it only had a 1 metre per second escape velocity, which I had calculated, and it means fear and terror. The number for it is 5401, which is the age difference between my sister and I, and it has always been prominent in my mind that it would be dislodged from Mars and come towards the Earth. Now,
how long ago did you start talking about
2000.
Phobos?
Oh,
No.
before 2000.
Right.
But I when it happened, this P76 comet, this massive thing,
P72.
I was doing it in Canada,
Yeah.
in fact 95, 96, and it came true, because now no one's talking about it, no one can find it, and it's heading towards the Earth. It has to, because Mars is outside the orbit of the Earth. So when Phobos was dislodged, it was caught by the Sun's gravity towards the Earth, because the Earth is inside the orbit of Mars. So it's taken 10 years to get here. That's the point, which is about what I figured would take. So now, when the Earth and this moon is the same distance out from the Sun, the orbital speed around the Sun is the same. So it doesn't matter whether it's a grain of sand or Jupiter. If it's the same distance out, it is the same orbital speed, and it's caused by the fact that the Sun is moving northward at 69,000 kilometers per hour and pulls all the planets behind it. So what we have then is the Phobos is doing the same speed of the Earth, and of course it's slowly been drawn into an orbit around the Earth, and this is what we are seeing. However, if you look on the internet, you'll find that they are talking about August the 26th, 27th as when the planet Mars will be closest it's ever been to the Earth. In actual fact, it's the other way around. It's 2.127 astronomical units, which is times 93 million miles, if you like. 2.127 times 93 million miles. That's how far away Mars is. So what they're trying to say is, oh, this thing you're seeing up there, it's actually Mars, because it's the closest it's ever been, to stop a world panic. But
that's not the truth, because
that's
Mars
not the truth.
has been much closer in the past.
That's right. It was several years ago, and Mars was much closer, but what they're saying now is that Mars is the closest ever. In fact, it's bullshit. It is 197 million miles away, or something in that vicinity, on the date predicted. The 2127 number is all to do with the Great Pyramid, of course. Now, why they've chose that number is either they're capitulating or they're having a go at me once again, because 2127 is the number that's in the Great Pyramid in the First Chronicles 5:13, the age difference between my 2 daughters, etc. So those familiar with those numbers will know what I'm talking about. However, it's all bullshit in the sense that this thing is overhead, it's getting closer, and when we're talking a Yahweh territory, we're talking the universe. So Mars and this planet is all to do with the second coming and recognition of Yahweh, because people will be terrorized once they realize this thing's out there. And all I'm saying to you is, I stopped the Gulf from taking out this gas explosion that would have killed millions across the United States, dislodging Las Palmas and so forth, because they're trying to destroy the earth, right? So what these monsters are going to do, they'll be ducking underground, thinking they can get away from the impact that's going to take out which will be a giant fireball, take out the entire Earth inhabitants. That's what they think is going to happen. But we will all say Yahweh name again, and guess what's going to happen? We will stop it.
What the diameter of Phobos is 22 kilometres.
22.2 kilometres average.
Okay, and now it's an odd shape. It's not round like our moon, the Earth's moon.
Well, I should say that's my body weight, 222 pounds. And of course, radius of it would be 11.1, which is my birth date. It'll be Isaiah 11:1, etc. Yes, it's got all the numbers of myself and Asherah written all over it.
Yes, the orbit.
The orbit of it
is Asherah.
is the word Asherah,
Okay.
or ash, from the word Asherah. So if you go back into our videos, you see that these miracles were happening on the farm, and where the tree fell over, and all the kind of solar eclipses and stuff, all reveal the ash connection to myself being the mother of all living. So don't worry.
So the bottom line
when
is...
you see it, rejoice. Say, right, he's going to do it again.
Right.
No problem.
So the bottom line is Phobos is heading for the Earth in a straight course. That's what this is.
It's going around
and the name Phobos means fear and terror. So those who are unawares of our presence and are not resting in the peace that God is here with us, they will be afraid, very, very afraid. And
well, you get out of your churches because they're not going to help you.
no.
You're praying to your Christ figure that the churches are portraying, which is all bullshit. You go to your scientists, you go to your engineers, and you go to your government, and they're all going to be you won't be able to find anybody, they'll be underground. They're going to take off. And they'll leave you sitting like a shag on a rock, whereas we will down in Australia saying, look, don't worry, get on your little bicycle and come down and join us in paradise. And this is where paradise begins.
Be at peace.
Right? So we're going to show you another video shortly of the where we've started this, and you'll see the countryside around it. You see the house beautiful. We're in, and there's already people living there that's come from overseas, astronomers and engineers and so forth. So we'll just leave it there, and we'll show you in the next video what's actually going on.
Okay.